there's me when the world is asleep, when the bars close down and the streets go mute, when the truth feels lighter in the passenger seat, and I'm brave enough to tell you the truth. I say I'm not ready for something real, but I don't pull away when you hold my hand. I say I'm fine with the way this is, but I hate goodbyes when the night gon' end. We got good nights, bad timing, always close, never perfect alignment. We got long talks, short futures, we pretend like it don't mean nothing. We got good nights, bad timing, every spark feel wrong and right. We got one foot in, one foot out, living in the space between the night. I learned love from almost, from we could've been something, from people who stay for the moment, then leave when the moment get heavy. So I keep things light like jokes, but my silence weigh like a stone. You say I don't let you know me, but I don't even know me at home. We drive with the radio low, just enough to fill the space. You ask me where I see this going, I look at the road, I change the lane. Cause I don't wanna lie to your face, but I don't wanna lose this flame. So I live in the now, avoid the later, praying the later don't call my name. We got good night, bad timing, always close, never perfect alignment. We got long talks, short futures, we pretend like it don't mean nothing. We got good nights, bad timing, every spark feel wrong and right. We got one foot in, one foot out, living in the space between the night. I know I play it safe with your heart, like I'm scared to leave fingerprints, but every time you walk away I feel the weight of what I didn't give. If love is risk, I've been hedging bets. If love is truth, I've been dodging facts. I'm tired of being half of me when you give me your whole back. So if I say stay, don't laugh it off. If I say wait, don't close the door. I'm learning courage don't feel like fire, it feel like standing when you're unsure. We don't gotta name it right now, we don't gotta rush the pace, but I don't wanna be the reason you learn to love with less space. We got good night, better chances if I stop running from the answer. We got real talks in our future if I stop pretending it's nothing. We got good nights, new timing, if I meet you where you stand. No more one foot in, one foot out, I'm tryna be where I am. I told you I don't do promises, I do late replies and empty apologies. I do midnight calls when the city quiet, when the world slows down and my heart gets right. I learned love from broken homes, from voicemail tone and dead end roads, from people leaving with the lights still on, saying be right back, then they gone. So I keep my guard up like winter coats, but I still get cold when the night feels long. You say I'm distant, I say I'm cautious. Truth is I'm scared of being honest. I'm bad at love, but I'm good at nights. Good at holding you when the mood ain't right. Good at being there when the world feels loud, but I disappear when it's calm somehow. I'm bad at love, I admit my flaws. I build these walls, then I blame the laws of the heart. I run when it asks too much. I'm bad at love, but I miss your touch. I move like I'm fine, but I'm cracked inside. Smile for the crowd, then I master fight. I've been through seasons where hope went dry, so when you bloom I'm afraid you'll die. Not you, the feeling, the warmth, the spark, the kind of light that reveals my dark. I don't do labels, I do late drives, windows down just to feel alive. We talk about dreams on the empty streets. You say someday, I say we'll see. I hate that doubt is my first response when you look at me like I'm what you want. I'm bad at love, but I'm good at nights. Good at holding you when the mood ain't right. Good at being there when the world feels loud, but I disappear when it's calm somehow. I'm bad at love, I admit my flaws. I We park by the coast, let the waves talk. Your voice slow, got me brave enough to say the truth I've been ducking from. That I'm scared of being someone's home. I'm used to rooms where the echo stays, where people leave but the silence stays. You say I'm not here to cage your soul. I nod my head but I still feel broke. Cause commitment sound like a locked door, and freedom feel like an open road. I want both and that's then. I want your heart but I fear the end. If I pull away, don't take it personal. It's me fighting ghosts I can't control. I learned to love with my foot out the door, so I could run when it hurt too much. But every time you hold my face, I feel my past lose its grip on me. Maybe love ain't changed, maybe love is choice. Maybe I'm ready to hear that voice. I'm bad at love, but I'm trying now. I'm tired of hiding behind my doubts. If you stay, I won't run this time. If you leave, I'll survive the night. I'm bad at love, but I want to grow. I'm learning slow how to let you close. If I fall apart, don't say I lied. I'm bad at love, but I'm on your side.
I loved you like a detour, like a road I wasn't planning to take. I was headed somewhere familiar, you pulled me into a different lane. I thought it was temporary scenery, something I passed through and go. But I stayed longer than I intended it, cause you felt like a place I didn't know. I didn't come looking for meaning, I came looking for a break from the patterns I kept repeating, from the mistakes I like to make. You weren't a rescue mission, you were a mirror in disguise, showing me parts of myself I kept avoiding my whole life. I loved you like a detour, not meant to be the main road, but you changed how I see the journey. Even when I went back home, I loved you like a detour, unexpected, slowed me down. You weren't the destination, but you changed the route I'm on now. We shared late night conversations about futures we didn't plan. Now with promises and timelines, just honest, I don't know hands. You told me that some connections are meant to last forever. They meant to interrupt your habit, so you don't stay the same person. I didn't lose myself in you, I found what I've been ignoring, the parts of me that avoid stillness, the parts that rush every morning. So even when we drifted apart, I don't call it wasted time. Some loves are meant to pass through and still change your design. I loved you like a detour, not meant to be the main road, but you changed how I see the journey. Even when I went back home, I loved you like a detour, unexpected, slowed me down. You weren't the destination, but you changed the route I'm on now. We don't talk like we used to, but I still hear your voice in the moments I'm about to repeat. The patterns I used to choose, you left a mark on my thinking, not a scar I need to hide, just a reminder that grows sometimes from goodbye. So if our story ended early, didn't end without meaning, you were the pause in my motion that taught me how to feel again. I loved you like a detour, and I'm grateful for that turn. Some roads don't lead to forever, they just teach you how to learn.
I've been living out of suitcases, even when I'm in my own room. Heart always packed for another place, like I'm scared to settle too soon. I learned to move before the pain hit, to lead a party before the lights come on, so I don't have to face the silence when the music fades and everyone's gone. But with you, the night feels different. Feels like I'm allowed to breathe. Feels like I don't gotta perform, like I can just be me. We talk about scars like old stories, not to impress, just to explain how we became who we are today. Why some doors still feel like chains. You say I don't gotta be perfect, I say I don't know how to be still. I'm used to chaos in my background. I get nervous when it's real. I get quiet when I feel too much, like emotions might expose my fear. You read my face like a subtitle, say you don't have to run from here. I'm almost home with you, but I keep stopping at the door. I'm almost sure about us, but my past still wants to flow. I'm almost brave enough to stay, almost done with live and lose. I'm almost home with you, but I'm scared of what feels true. We ride through neighborhoods I don't know, windows down, no rush to arrive. You say home ain't just a location, it's a feeling you build inside. I nod my head but my chest feels tight, cause I never learned that part. I learned to survive alone, I didn't learn to share my heart. Every time you look at me, like I'm more than a passing phase, I feel the weight of all my history pulling me the other way. I don't wanna be another lesson in the book of your late night regrets. I don't wanna be the name you learned to forget. So I hesitate, I start, I joke, I change the subject when it's deep, but you catch me when I drift too far. You don't let me fall asleep on my excuses, on my doubts, on the story that I'm better alone. You say lonely ain't the same as free. That line hit close to home. I'm almost home with you, but I keep stopping at the door. I'm almost sure about us, but my past still wants to flow. I'm almost brave enough to stay, almost done with living and lose. I'm almost home with you, but I'm scared of what feels true. It's true. I've been the one who disappears when things start feeling like forever. I've been the one who breaks their own heart just to say it's now or never. But with you the future don't feel heavy, it feels like something I could hold. Not a cage, not a promise trap, just a place to rest my soul. If I fall quiet, don't read it wrong, I'm just unlearning, no defense. If I pull back, don't chase me hard, just remind me why I'm here. I don't need saving, I need patience, I need space to grow into the version of me that don't flinch when somebody says I choose you. So let's take it slow but honest, no illusions, no fake control. If I stay it's cause I'm choosing, not cause I'm scared to be alone. I'm tired of roads that lead nowhere, I'm tired of nights with no rules. I'm almost home with you, I just gotta walk through. I'm almost home with you, no more bags by the door. I'm almost done with running from the thing I've been looking for. If I stumble, hold my hand, if I doubt, speak your truth. I'm almost true with you, and I'm learning to choose. I I used to love halfway, with one foot out the door, just enough to feel something, not enough to feel the floor. I used to keep my heart in pieces so I could leave some parts behind. I thought that made me safer, turns out it just divided my mind. I don't love halfway anymore, I don't dip my heart in and out. If I stay intentional. If I'm quiet, it's not doubt. I don't love halfway anymore, I don't play with what I feel. If I give you my presence, it's cause I'm ready to be real. I've been the one who goes when the feelings got too deep. Not because I didn't care, but because I didn't know how to keep something that asks for consistency in a life built on escape. I was good at starting chapters, I was bad at staying on a page. You came with patience in your tone, I demanded I move fast. You let me unfold my history instead of rushing past. You didn't romanticize my damage, you didn't try to be my cure. You just stood in your own truth and somehow that felt secure. I don't love halfway anymore, I don't keep exits in my head. If I say I'm here tonight, I'm still here when we go to bed. I don't love halfway anymore, I don't make you guess my heart. If I'm building something with you, I'm committed to the start. I'm learning that stability doesn't mean losing my edge. It means choosing where I stand instead of living on the ledge. I'm learning that love ain't a trap, it's a place you decide to stay. Not because you're scared of leaving, but because you wanna stay. So if I hesitate sometimes, it's just old habits fading slow. But I'm not running from connection, I'm just learning how to grow. I don't love halfway anymore, I don't offer borrowed time. If I love you, it's intentional, and this heart is finally mine. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. The version of me that laughed without checking the room. The version of me that didn't carry my past into every conversation we had afternoon. I don't miss your voice on my phone, I miss the way my chest felt like the future didn't feel like a threat. Like I could sleep good at night. You didn't fix me, you reflected the parts of me I hid. You show me how I look when I'm not guarded by what I did. So when you left, it wasn't emptiness, it was silence with memory. I had to learn how to be that version of me without you next to me. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. The patience I had in my tone, the way I listened more than I spoke, the way I didn't feel alone. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. The way my mind slowed down, you weren't the peace itself, but you showed me how peace can sound. I'm learning not to confuse nostalgia with regret. Some moments are meant to be remembered, not resurrected. We had something that worked for a season, not a lifetime by design. I don't need to rewrite the ending to respect the time. So when I think of you now, it's not with longing or pain, it's with gratitude for the mirror you placed in front of my face. You didn't know me forever, I didn't know you my past. We gave each other perspective, and that's more than a lot of us get to last. I don't miss who I was with you, but I'm learning to be that me alone. I'm learning to laugh in my own company, I'm learning to build my own home. So when love comes around again, I won't be searching for you in their face. I'll be bringing a version of me that learned how to feel safe. Oh. need forever to mean it. I just need honesty now. I don't promise you tomorrow if I don't know how. I'd rather love you in truth than lie for the sake of time. 'Cause moments lived real outweigh years lived blind. I've seen people stay together out of fear to be alone. They build walls out of comfort and call the silence home. I don't wanna survive love, I wanna feel it breathe. Even if that means it won't always stay with me. I don't need forever to mean it. I need presence tonight. I need words that are gentle when the world feels like a fight. I don't need forever to mean it. I need you to be real. If we walk separate roads one day, I'll still honor what we feel. We can build something honest without forcing the end. Sometimes love is a courage to not pretend that every good thing has to last forever. Some love is just meant to change you for the better. If I hold you tonight, it's not to trap your heart, it's to tell you I see you exactly as you are. No promises written in stone, just truth in the air. I don't need forever to mean it. I just need you to care. I loved you without a plan, without a map in my hand. I didn't think about tomorrow, I just stayed in the moment we had. You were never on my vision board, you were a late night call, the kind that changes your direction without warning at all. I used to live in survival, now I live in the now. You walked in with your honesty, showed me how to slow down. I didn't come with promises, I came with my flaws. You didn't come to fix me, you just stay while I pause. I loved you without a plan, no timeline, no demand. Just two imperfect people trying to feel what they can. I loved you without a plan, and somehow it felt right. Even when we didn't know if we'd survive the night. We talked about fears on the freeway while the city slept. You told me about your past, I told you what I kept hidden under confidence, under jokes and smoke. You saw the cracks in my armor and you didn't make me close. I don't regret the way we move without a net. Some loves are meant to teach you how to fall without regret. Even when we couldn't last, I don't rewrite the truth. I was real with you in that season, and that counts for something too. I loved you without a plan, and I do it again. Not with the same mistake, but with the heart I had then. Some people come into your life not to stay in the frame, but to teach you how to love without controlling the end. I'm not cold, I'm careful. There's a difference you don't see. I've been burned by open hearts that promise more than they could be. So when I move with caution, it's not that I don't care. It's that I learn what happens when you give without repair. You say I'm hard to read, I say I'm hard to break. I used to give my whole heart to people who just wanted a taste. I used to think vulnerability meant handing over control. Now I share my truth in portions till I see how you hold. I'm not cold, I'm careful. I still feel everything. I just don't bleed on people who haven't learned to sit with pain. I'm not cold, I'm careful. I don't rush into flames. I'd rather take my time with love than repeat the same mistakes. If I don't open up on day one, it's not a lack of trust, it's respect for my own healing from the things I rush. I've been the one who overgave, trying to be understood. Now I'm learning that boundaries don't make love less good. So when I pause before I speak, it's me choosing to be real, not reacting from old scars, but checking how I feel. If you can sit with the silence, if you don't rush my pace, you'll get the version of me that stays and doesn't fade. I'm not cold, I'm careful. And if you're patient too, you'll see that under the calm is a heart that's true. I don't need to be loud with love to show you that I'm here. I show it in consistency, in the way I stay sincere. I don't say love when it's fresh, I say when it's tested. Yeah, when the shine of the moment fade and the feeling still invested. I don't rush big words in the beginning, I let time translate what I feel. Cause I seen people say forever, just to make the moment feel real. I grew up around quick promises that expire by the morning light. So I learned to measure affection by who stays when it's not polite. I learned to listen to patterns, not the poetry in their tone. Yeah. Anybody could sound sincere when they don't have to prove it alone. If I love you, I'll say it late, not cause I don't feel it now, because I wanna mean it when the honeymoon wear down. If I love you, I'll say it late, when the easy days pass, when we seen each other tired and we still choose to last. You say you like how I move in silence, how I don't overpromise the sky. I say I admire your openness, how you let emotions fight. We opposite in our expression, but similar in our intent. We blew from something that don't collapse when the moment's spent. I don't want love that's loud in public and quiet when we alone. I want love that feels like home, even when nobody's home. I want consistency in small things, like checking in when it's late, like remembering how I take my coffee, like knowing when I need space. If I love you, I'll say it late, when it's more than chemistry, when it's patience and arguments and respecting the way you speak to me. If I love you, I'll say it late, when I've seen you at your worst and you see me with my I've been the one who leaves early, so I don't have to feel the end. I've been the one who jokes away what I really intend. But with you, I'm learning presence, not planning my escape. I'm learning to sit in uncertainty without needing a safety gate. So don't rush my vocabulary, that my actions explain. I'll show you inconsistency, I'll show you in the way I stay. When the word finally leave my mouth, it won't be for effect. It'll be 'cause the quiet parts of us already said it back. If I love you, I say it late, but when I say it, it's real. Not just a feeling in the moment, but a choice I'm willing to feel. If I love you, I say it late, after seasons have changed. When I say it, it'll mean I'm here, and I'm not afraid. If you stay honest, don't stay out of fear. Don't want me for comfort if you don't want me here. I've been in relationships where silence was a deal, where we stay for the routine, not for how we really feel. If you stay honest about what the song you give, yeah. If you stay honest about what you can give, don't promise me presents if you still want to true. I'm not scared of your truth, I'm scared of the lie where you say you're still here, but your heart already said goodbye. I learned that love isn't just showing up in good times, it's staying in attention when the feelings collide. I don't need you to be perfect, I need you to be clear. If you're staying, stay honest. If you're leaving, don't disappear. We can build something solid, or we can waste each other's time. I'm done confusing potential with a promise that's undefined. I've been the one who stay quiet to keep someone around, but I don't want company if it's built on a sound. If you stay honest, tell me when you feel unsure. I can hold space for doubt, I can hold space for unsure. I don't need a forever, I need a ever, I need a real today. I need to know your heart's here, not just your body staying. Yeah. I'm learning to love with clarity, not anxiety in disguise. If you're here, be present. If you're not, don't compromise. 'Cause half love feels heavy and full love feels brave. I'm choosing peace over comfort, I'm choosing truth over stay. If you stay honest, we can grow something real. If you go with respect, don't leave me guessing what you feel. I don't wanna be a habit, I don't wanna be a phase, I wanna be a choice you make in the light of day. It takes back slow like I'm thinking deep. Truth is I'm scared of what you might see. If I open up all the drawers in me, you might walk out with your keys to me. I play it cool like I'm not that into you, but I replay every word you say. I act like nice don't mean nothing, but I feel your name in my chest all day. I don't do forever, I do right now. I do let's see and I do somehow. I grew up seeing love go south, so I keep my bags by the door right now. You say I'm different when the lights go low, when the world is asleep and the truth shows. I say that's just the night talking, maybe that's the real me talking. Late replies, honest lies, I tell myself I'm fine without you in my life. Late replies, honest lies, I act like I don't care, but you're on my mind. I don't say love, I say take your time, but time keeps showing me what I hide. Late replies, honest lies, I'm scared to fall, but I'm falling tonight. We ride with the windows half open, city lights look like broken stars. You ask me what I'm afraid of, I laugh it off, say nothing hard. But the truth is I'm afraid of peace, cause peace means I gotta face my past, means I gotta unlearn the habit of leaving first so I don't get left. I've been the one who don't stay long, I've been the ghost when the feeling's strong. I've been the be cool, don't get it wrong, then disappear when it's getting real. But you see through all my defense moves, you read my silence like subtitles. You say you don't have to be perfect, I say I know, but my heart don't know. Late replies, honest lies, I tell myself I'm fine without you in my life. Late replies, honest lies, I act like I don't care, but you're on my mind. I don't say love, I say take your time, but time keeps showing me what I hide. Late replies, honest lies, I'm scared to fall, but I'm falling tonight. If I let you in, promise you won't leave. It's a question I don't have the right to ask, cause I might be the one who breaks it. When the pressure hit and the past comes back, I'm learning love ain't trash. It's a choice you make, every day you stay. I'm learning trust, stay blind, faith is seeing fear and walking anyway. So if I go quiet, don't feel the void. I'm fighting wars I don't deploy. I'm trying to be more than my patterns, trying to love without my armor. If you give me space, I'll come back. If you give me time, I'll grow. I don't promise perfect endings, but I promise I won't go. Late replies, honest lies, I'm done pretending I'm cold inside. Late replies, honest lies, I'm learning how to say don't go. If I lose you, it's on my pride. If I keep you, it's cause I tried. Late replies, honest lies, I'm scared to fall. Don't fall in tonight. You don't rush my feelings, you don't force my pace. You let me learn your language by the way you hold my face. I've been used to pressure, to love that wants it now, but you let things grow quiet, and somehow that feels loud. I come from fast decisions, endings I expect. You come from patience and loving what's left. So when I start to overthink, you don't make me feel small. You remind me I don't have to run, just cause I learned how to fall. This love doesn't rush me, it waits where I stand. Doesn't pull me forward, just holds out a hand. This love doesn't rush me, it walks with my fears and tells me I'm safe being right here. We don't need fireworks to know it's alive. Sometimes love is just steady when everything else is loud. You don't test my loyalty, you don't chase control. You let me show up as I am, not who I'm trying to play for the role. If I'm quiet some nights, you don't fill up the space. You let silence be healing, not something to erase. I'm learning that calm can be something to stay, not just a moment before everything breaks. We said we keep it simple, no titles on our names. Simple gets complicated when feelings start to change. We drew lines in the sand, then erased them with our feet. Told ourselves it's just a moment, but moments learn to breathe. We love without a label, like freedom had a cost. I said I didn't need you, but I hate it when you got lost. I wasn't trying to own you, just wanted to feel secure. It's funny how being honest still don't make things pure. We love without a label, but the feelings had a name. We were dancing around true, like it wouldn't call our name. We love without a label, till the silence felt too loud. It's easy to avoid commitment when you're scared to let it count. You said you hated pressure, I said I hated doubt. So we kept it in the middle, where nothing's figured out. We smile for the moment, then worried about the end. We tried to keep it light, but our shadows got intense. I don't regret the freedom, I regret the words we hid. Sometimes love needs a frame to show you what it is. If I loved you with no label, it was still real to me. Just didn't know if real love was something I deserved to be. I learned to love with a backup plan, with one foot ready to leave the room. I learned to keep my feelings light, so they don't get heavy too soon. I've been the one who don't lean too far, 'cause falling hurt when there's no one there. I've been the one who builds escape routes in case the moment turns unfair. You say, why you always preparing for loss when nothing's gone wrong yet? I say it's easier to expect the worst than to heal when you forget. I don't trust smooth roads, I trust potholes in rain. 'Cause smooth roads taught me they change without explaining. I don't love with a safety net, I don't know how to fall halfway. I either hold back everything or give too much and pay. I don't love with a safety net, I'm scared of heights but I climb. If I fall it's on my heart, but at least I know how. We talk about trust like it's simple, like you don't have to rewire your past. I'm not alone, but inside I'm fighting ghosts from old collapse. Not you, the memories of when I gave my all too soon and got left with empty rooms and questions I couldn't undo. You say I'm not here to break you, I say I'm not easy to hold. You say I don't need perfection, I say I don't know how to be whole. We meet in the middle of fear and hope, but both of us still learning how to love without rehearsing endings before the story plays out. I don't love with a safety net, I don't know how to fall halfway. I either hold back everything or give too much and pay. I don't love with a safety net. I'm scared of heights, but I climb. If I fall, it's on my heart, but at least I know I tried. If I go all in, promise you won't use that as leverage later. I'm tired of feeling like vulnerability makes me weaker. I want a love that don't keep score, that don't weaponize my pain, that don't turn my open wounds into reasons to complain. I'm not asking you to fix me, I'm asking you to stay aware that I'm unlearning survival mode. I'm learning how to share, not just nice, not just laughter, but the parts I hide the most, the doubts, the fears, the patterns, the reasons I still feel alone. So if I hesitate, be patient. If I fall quiet, stay near. I'm trying to love without armor in a world that taught me fear. If I jump, catch me with truth, not with promises you can't keep. I don't love with a safety net, but I'm learning how to leave. I don't love with a safety net, I don't know how to fall halfway, but if I fall into your arms, I won't pretend it's just a phase. I don't love with a safety net, I love with my whole design. If I break, I'll heal again, but at least this heart was mine.
They think silence means I'm distant. They think calm means I don't care. They think if I don't react in the moment, then the moment didn't get in here. But quiet people feel the loudest. We just don't broadcast the noise. We hold hurricanes in our chest and still speak with a steady voice. I don't yell when I'm hurt, I get still and I retreat. I replay the conversation till I understand what cut me deep. You ask me why I don't argue, why I let things slide away. It's not that I don't feel it, I just don't heal that way. Quiet people feel the loudest. Every word you didn't mean, every tone you didn't notice, every space in between. Quiet people feel the loudest. We remember what you said, not just how you said it, but the silence that followed instead. I learned to minimize my needs so nobody feel overwhelmed. I learned to comfort everybody before I ask for help. So when you say just speak your mind, I freeze up in a moment, 'cause my mind was trained for survival, not emotional openness. You say you want honesty, but honesty takes practice. When you grew up being careful with how much space you take in a mattress. I don't wanna be too heavy, I don't wanna be too much, so I pack my feelings small and carry them when we touch. Quiet people feel the, we just swallow what we feel. We don't need louder conversations, we need space to be real. If I pause before I answer, it's not distance, it's care. I'm choosing words that won't wound, even when I'm not sure they're fair. I'm learning to speak in real time, not days after the pain. I'm learning that vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's a game. So if I get quiet again, don't read it as goodbye. It's me trying to translate my heart into something I can say out loud. But we're learning to let it show. We're learning to trust the moment, not just process it alone. If you listen past the tone, you'll hear a whole conversation in the pauses I've outgrown.
My light moves fast, my heart moves slow. I learn to pace myself in the cold, yeah. Where people come with temporary warmth and leave when the season change the tune. I've been on roads that don't got signs, just instincts and late night thoughts. I learned to trust my own shadow more than the promises people bought. You coming on like a deep breath in a world that always yelling loud. You don't watch my broken edges, you don't try to swoon me out. You let me be who I am today, while you see who I could become. That kind of vision make me nervous, cause it means you ain't here for fun. My life move fast, my heart moves slow. I don't fall easy, I don't let go. I don't say love like it's a word, I say it with the things I show. My life move fast, my heart moves slow. I've been hurt before, I move with caution. If I take your time, it's not control. It's me trying to love with honesty. We talk about dreams in the quiet when the city finally sleep. You say you want something stable, I say I'm still learning peace. Not the kind that comes from distance, but the kind that stays when it's hard. I've been peaceful in isolation, I ain't peaceful in my heart. I've been the one who stayed distracted so I don't have to face my flaws. I've been the one who changes the subject. Next time to talk about us, but you don't pressure, you don't push, you just exist in your truth. That kind of presence feel like gravity, it pulls me closer to you. My life move fast, my heart moves slow. I don't fall easy, I don't let go. I don't say love like it's a word, I say it with the things I show. My life move fast, my heart moves slow. I've been hurt before, I move with caution. If I take your time, it's not control. It's me trying to love with honesty. I've been surviving, not building, just stacking nights in the days. You talk about roots and seasons like you're not scared of change. I envy how you move with faith, like disappointment ain't define you. Like the past is just a chapter, not the whole book behind you. I wanna learn that language where love and regret, where commitment don't feel like a future full of regret. I wanna learn how to stay when my instincts say to go. I wanna learn slow love in a life that moves too fast to know. If I freeze when you be close, don't take it as rejection. It's my nervous system trying to adjust a real connection. If I go quiet and let be tossed, it's cause I'm searching for truth, not cause I don't care. It's cause I'm ready to care with you. So let me grow in my pace, don't rush my healing in your deadlines. If you walk with me steady, I'll meet you somewhere between the lines. I don't promise perfect timing, I promise I missed intention. My life move fast, my heart moves slow, but it's moving in your direction. My life move fast, my life move fast. I don't fall easy, I don't let go. I don't fall easy, I don't let go. Every time you say my name, I feel my defenses start to fall. My life move fast, my heart moves slow. If you're patient, I'll learn to stay. I'm not running from love no more, I'm just learning a better way. I'm soft with you, hard with the world. That's the balance I learned to keep. I don't give my heart to the streets, but I lay it down at your feet. I've been shaped by pressure, by nights that didn't feel fair. So when I finally feel safe, I get quiet instead of loud with care. I don't post my feelings, I don't flex my pain. I carry what I've been through in the way I say your name. You see past the armor, past the jokes I used to quote. You don't try to change my past, you just give me room to grow. I'm soft with you, hard with the world. I don't let just anybody in, but when I choose you, I'm choosing the risk of being seen. I'm soft with you, hard with the world. That's how I learned to survive. Not every heart deserves access to the place where I keep what's alive. We talk about real things, not just dreams and highs. You ask about my fears and I don't have to lie. I don't need to impress you, I don't need to perform. I can show you the pieces of me that were taught to be strong. If the world ever breaks you, I'll be your quiet place. Not fixing your problems, just holding your weight. Cause love don't always look loud. Sometimes it's staying calm when everything outside of us feels like it's doing us wrong. I'm soft with you, hard with the world, and I hope you know what that means. If I choose to be gentle with you, that's me trusting you with my wounds. You can stay the night if you want to, but don't stay if you don't mean it. I'm done with borrowed affection and comfort that comes with conditions. I don't need your body to feel close. I need your honesty when it's hard. I need the truth when it's inconvenient, not just love when it's soft. I've been through nights full of company that left me alone in the end. People who loved the version of me that didn't need nothing from them. So I learned to lower my volume so nobody hears my needs. I learned to carry my feelings like luggage nobody sees. Stay the night, stay the truth. Don't sell me dreams you won't pursue. Don't say forever in the dark, then disappear by the afternoon. Stay the night, stay the truth. If you're here, be here for real. I don't need perfect intentions, I need intentions you feel. We sit on opposite sides of the bed, like we afraid of crossing lines. I'm not scared of closeness, I'm scared of wasting time. You say you got history that haunts you, I say I got habits that run. We both learn to protect ourselves before we learn how to love someone. If I open up about my doubts, don't hear it as a lack of desire. It's me choosing to be transparent instead of playing with fire. I don't wanna build something fragile on words that sound good at night. I wanna wake up to consistency, not echoes of what felt right. Stay the night, stay the truth. Don't perform a role you can't keep. I don't need you to save me, just don't lie while I sleep. Stay the night, stay the truth. If you're here, don't half step. I'd rather be alone with my peace than together with regret. No, we don't gotta define tomorrow, we can just respect tonight. Respect the space we sharing, respect the weight of our lives. If this is temporary, say it. I'll take honesty over illusion. If this could be something deeper, let's not rush the conclusion. I'm learning to ask for clarity instead of reading between lines. You're learning to speak your fears instead of hiding behind time. We ain't perfect communicators, but we tryna be kind. And sometimes that's the beginning of a love that's built to last. Stay the night, stay the truth. Let the silence be real. If you hold me honest, not just for the way it feels. Stay the night, stay the truth. Even tomorrow we change. I'd rather remember your honesty than forget another name. I'm still learning how to stay, not run when things get real. I was raised to keep moving, not taught how to feel. So when love starts asking for presence, not escape, my instincts get loud, but my heart wants to wait. I've been good at goodbyes since I was too young. I learned how to disappear before I felt done. So if I pull away sometimes, it's not lack of care. It's me fighting the habit I learned from fear. I'm still learning how to stay when the silence feels loud, when the past starts talking and I hear it too proud. I'm still learning how to stay when love asks for my trust. Not perfection, just effort, not forever, just us. You don't rush my healing, you don't shame my pace. You let me show up broken and still save me a place. You don't call me distant, you call me aware of the ways I protect myself from loving what's rare. If I ever seem hesitant, it's not cause I don't care, it's cause I'm trying to learn to need to prepare for the moment things fall apart before they even start. I'm still learning how to stay with an open heart. We almost had it right, but almost still hurts. It's the space between love and the lessons we learned. We were good in the moment, bad at handling change. We wanted the same feeling, but not the same way. We said forever too early, before we knew ourselves. We tried to be each other's home while we were lost somewhere else. I held on to potential, you held on to hope. We kept trying to fix us with things we couldn't control. We almost had it right, and that's what makes it heavy. We were never that close, it wouldn't live in me steady. We almost had it right, and I don't rewrite the truth. I'll care where we were without carrying you and you. There were nights we felt perfect, mornings we felt unsure. Love can be both medicine, something you can't cure. We knew each other's patterns, but we didn't change a thing. We kept walking in the storms, hoping they wouldn't sting. I don't blame you for leaving, I don't blame me for staying. We were both trying to love while afraid of changing. So when you name it's my phone, I let it ring in my chest. Not every memory needs to be turned into regret. We almost had it right, and that's enough for me. Some loves are meant to show you who you don't wanna be. Not every almost forever didn't fail, we outgrew what we were when we met. You wanted roots in the ground, I wanted sky in my chest. We started speaking in futures that didn't sound the same. You talked about building a home, I talked about chasing a name. I used to think love was fire, now I know it's a flame that needs air and attention, not just passion and pain. We kept trying to hold on to a version that changed, like we owed the past our tomorrow in change. We didn't fail, we outgrew the dreams that once aligned. What felt like forever was just right for that time. We didn't fail, we outgrew, and that don't make it wrong. Some people aren't meant to stay, they meant to show you who you become. I learned to sit with my feelings, you learn to speak what you need. We grew in opposite directions while sharing the same heartbeat. Every late night conversation turned into quiet stares. We were both still in love, but not with the life we shared. You wanted certainty, I wanted room to explore. You wanted a steady tomorrow, I wanted an open door. So every compromise started feeling like loss, till we realized staying together meant betraying ourselves. We didn't fail, we outgrew the roles we tried to play. You were tired of waiting on me, I was tired of feeling in the pain. We didn't fail, we outgrew the roles we tried to play. You were tired of waiting on me, I was tired of feeling in the way. We didn't fail, we outgrew, and that's the honest truth. Sometimes the ending is proof that the love actually grew. So when I think about us, it's with gratitude, not pain. You were part of my becoming, I was part of your change. We didn't break, we evolved into people who knew that loving each other right meant knowing when to let loose. We learned love in reverse, started close, then we drifted. Not cause the feeling was missing, but we didn't know how to listen. We had chemistry in abundance, communication in depth. So every time we got silent, the silence collected interest. I grew up learning distance, you grew up needing reply. So when I took space to process, you felt like I said goodbye. I never meant to abandon, I just needed to breathe. You never meant to crowd me, you just wanted to believe. We both came in with luggage, just different kind of ways. Mine was fear of attachment, yours was fear of being replaced. So when them nights got heavy, we handled it wrong. Got shut down like a closed door, you stayed open too long. We learned love in reverse, how to lose before we keep, how to talk when it's too late, how to wait before we sweep. We learned love in reverse, how to guard before we trust, how to plan for the ending before we build the us. We had moments of magic, like time slowed down for us, like the world outside the window didn't exist on that bus. You said you felt understood, I said I felt seen, but neither one of us knew what those words really mean. I thought being calm was healthy, you thought calm and cold. You thought passion meant safety, I thought loud meant out of control. So we read each other wrong in the moments that mattered, and the small misunderstandings slowly turned into patterns. We tried to fix things with closeness, and space was what we needed. We tried to fix Stains with space when closeness was what was needed. We kept choosing the opposite of what did heal the room. Like we knew the right answer but refused to use it too soon. We are love in reverse. How to lose before we keep. How to talk when it's too late. How to wait before we sleep. We are love in reverse. How to go before we trust. How to pay for the ending before we build the house. I don't blame you for your reactions. You don't blame me for my fear. We were both responding to ghosts that never lived in this year. Sometimes we fought old battles with new people in the room. Sometimes the past got louder than the present ever could. If I had one more moment of honesty, I'd say this without defense. You weren't wrong for needing reassurance. I wasn't wrong for needing sense. We just didn't know the difference between protecting and pushing away. We confused self-preservation with the habit of escape. We learned love in reverse, but we still learned something real. We learn where our edges are, what hurts, what helps us heal. Even if this story ends here, I won't call it a loss. Some lessons only come from loving someone you can't keep it all. We loved in different tempos, same song, different pace. You wanted forever and minutes. I needed time to feel safe. You fell in love with the future. I fell in love with the space between the quiet moments when we didn't have to explain. You wrote our names in the window like we never let it fade. I kept my gags by the doorway just in case I had to change. I didn't mean to be distant, I was trying to be true. I just needed to learn who I was before I could promise you. We loved in different tempos, but the rhythm felt the same. Two hearts beating together with a different sense of pain. Ooh, we loved in different tempos, and I don't call that a crime. Some people are meant to meet, not move at the same time. I saw my fears in your eyes every time you asked for more. I didn't want you to wait on me while I was finding my course. I was raised on survival, you were raised on belief. So when you said just trust me, I heard lose your feet. We tried to meet in the middle, but the middle kept moving back. Every compromise we made left us slightly off track. I wanted space to grow, you wanted roots in the ground. We both loved the same picture, but we framed it different now. We loved in different tempos, still dance to the same song. And sometimes the music is perfect, even when the timing is wrong. So when I think about us, I don't think about the end. I think about two good people who didn't know
We were good at almost. Yeah. We were good at almost. Almost staying, almost trying, almost telling the truth instead of keeping things silent. We were good at the moments, but bad at the in-between. When it came to the future, we avoided what it means. We could talk for hours about nothing that mattered, laughing the car windows down, but we dodged all the patterns. Every time it got serious, we turned it into a joke. Every time it got heavy, we pretend it was smoke. You say you need more presence, I say I need more space. We kept circling the problem, never facing it face to face. I wasn't scared of loving you, I was scared of losing me. You weren't scared of commitment, you were scared it repeat. We were good at almost, almost growing, almost there. We could feel it in our chest, but we couldn't build it in the air. We were good at almost, but almost don't hold weight. You can't build a future on a feeling you hesitate. Late nights in the kitchen, cold light on your skin. You asking where we going, I'm asking where we been. We speak in different tempos, your heart runs ahead, my mind walks slow, afraid of what's next. You wanted plans and timelines, I wanted room to breathe. You wanted words to feel secure, I wanted time to freeze. So we kept misreading signals, turning these into fights. I disappear into silence, you bring it up every night. Oh, we were good at almost, almost choosing to stay, but every time it got hard, we found a softer way to escape. We were good at almost, but almost don't survive. It's a place where things feel alive, but never learn how to thrive. I don't blame you for wanting more, you don't blame me for being slow. We just wanted different futures, but try to walk the same road. So when I think about you now, it's not anger, it's respect. We were two honest people with needs that didn't connect. We were good at almost, and that's okay to admit. Some loves are meant to teach you. We were good at almost, but almost isn't enough. You deserve something solid, I deserve something slow, built and tough. We were real, even if we didn't last. I don't rewrite the love we had. Some things aren't forever, they're just honest in the past. And I'm okay with knowing what we felt was true, even if the ending didn't look like what we drew. We didn't fail at loving, we failed at being ready. We wanted peace and passion, but our hearts weren't steady. We carried too much history into something brand new. We kept trying to fix ourselves with someone else's view. We were real, even if we didn't last. I don't hate the way it went. Every memory we made still taught me how to feel again. We were real, even if we didn't last. Some love is meant to show that you can open up your heart and still let it go. I still drive the roads we used to
talk on late, not cause I missed the ending, just the way we were okay for a moment in time, with not knowing what's next. Just two people being honest before we got complex. If I ever speak your name, it won't come with regret. It'll come with gratitude for the love we didn't protect. Some people teach you that your heart can survive even when what you love doesn't stay in your life. They told us love's supposed to be easy, but nobody taught us how to stay. He showed us the highlight reels, not the quiet parts where people change. I came from nights with silence won, and mornings where you learn to code. You came from rooms with open doors, still felt close to hope. We don't fight loud, we fight inside, with thoughts we don't always say. I hold back truths to protect your heart. You hold back tears to protect your pride. We smile in public, we grow in private. We heal in spaces nobody sees. They think we're perfect from the outside, but we just honest about our needs. We're not broken, just learning how to love without defense. We're not damaged, just human, trying not to repeat the past tense. If I pull back, it's not rejection, nah. It's me finding my balance again. We're not broken, just learning how to stay when it gets intense. I learned to disappear when things got heavy. Ooh, you learn to chase what's about to leave. So when I go quiet in the pressure, you feel the echo of disbelief. I don't mean to treat your old scars, you don't mean to touch my fear. We just reacting to old lessons in the present that's finally sincere. Some nights we sit in the dark, not mad, just tired of the noise. We let the world spin with us, we don't need a crowd for our choice. We talk about futures in fragments, not promises carved in stone. Just small plans that feel honest, like cooking meals coming home. We're not broken, just learn how to love without defense. We're not damaged, just humans, trying not to repeat the past tense. If I pull back, it's not rejection, it's me finding my balance again. We're not broken, just learning how to stay when it gets intense. I don't need you to save it, I need you to walk beside. Not in front like a leader, not behind like you're scared to try. I need space to grow into patience. You need room to trust to come. We're building something in motion, not a cage, not a bomb. If I forget to say I'm grateful, it's not cause I take you for granted. I'm just learning a new language, where love is shown, not demanded. If you need reassurance tonight, I'll give it without feeling small. We can ask for what we need without feeling weak at all. We're not broken, just learning how to listen without defense, how to speak without wounding, how to heal without pretense. We're not dead, it's just human, trying not to live in regret. If we fall, we fall slow. didn't break in a moment, we faded day by day. We stopped being honest to keep the peace we couldn't say. We learned how to smile while hiding what we felt. We said it's all good when it wasn't to ourselves. The silence grew louder than any fight we had. We chose comfort over truth, now the comfort feels bad. I started holding my words, you started holding your breath. We were both trying to protect us, but we protected the man. When we stopped being honest, that's when we started to lose. Not cause our love disappeared, but cause we stopped being true. When we stopped being honest, we traded closeness for calm, and calm turned into distance that we couldn't disown. We used to talk through the nights, now we talk through the phone like two people sharing space, but living alone. I miss the version of us that didn't hide in between. What we said and what we meant was closer than it seemed. Love is a mirror, we stopped looking inside. Kept it just in the frame so we wouldn't see the cracks. I don't blame you for the distance, I don't blame you for the wall. We both learned how to survive, but forgot how to be raw. When we stopped being honest, we started to lose. Not cause our love disappeared, we stopped being true. You love me in pieces, the parts I showed you at first, the jokes, the calm, confidence, the parts that never hurt. You love me in the moments when I was easy to hold, but when my past came up to breathe, you started letting go. I don't blame you for wanting light when my world felt heavy. I just wish you stayed for the shadows, not only when I was steady. Cause I didn't ask you to fix me, just sit with me when I fall. But you prefer the version of me that didn't need you at all. You love me in pieces, not the whole of my truth. You stayed for the laughter, but left when the silence grew. You love me in pieces, the parts that shine for you. But I needed someone who could love me when I'm bruised. I learned to soften my edges so it wouldn't scare you away. I learned to swallow my problems so I wouldn't ruin the day. I tried to be easy to love by being hard on myself, till I realized I was shrinking just to fit on your shelf. You didn't want the full story, just the parts that felt good. I was offering honesty, you offering more. So every time I opened up and your eyes drifted away, I learned to close my chest and change the subject again. Ooh, you love me in pieces, not the weight of my past. You wanted the highlight reel, not the scenes that made me who I am. You love me in pieces, and I'll stay for too long, hoping one day you love the whole of me when I was being honest and wrong. Now I'm learning to be seen without editing my pain. If someone wants the picture, they gotta take the frame. I'm done being convenient for a love that feels safe. Only when I'm performing, only when I'm okay. You love me in pieces, but I'm whole on my own. And the next one who loves me gotta love every tone. Not just the highs, not just the calm, but the days I'm unsure. I'm not asking for perfect, I'm asking for real and secure.